Chapter 17, Retribution. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Russia. All throughout the architect's facility, a red warning light flashes as a piercing alarm splits the air. Warning, the facility will self-destruct in 10 minutes. Please evacuate immediately. Warning. Looks like the architect had one more trick up his sleeve. What is it, a nuke? The facility is big enough to blow with the force of a 50-kiloton nuclear bomb. Okay, sure, a giant nuclear bomb then. Just one more hurdle. I admit, odds are pretty bad, but we have 10 minutes. Warning, the facility will self-destruct in 9 minutes. Please evacuate immediately. Warning. Okay, 9 minutes to figure out how to stop this. You can't just stop a nuclear bomb. You need the proper training, time to carefully disable the reactor before the blast. So we just disable the trigger. No. If you even get close to the reactor of that size, the radiation alone will kill you. You won't be able to disable it, you'll just be dead. So, how do we contain the blast? You don't, you run. Run? Where? It's a nuclear bomb. I might not be an expert on nuclear fusion, but, fission. Fission, guys. Fission. God damn it, Pixelberry. But when I hear kiloton, I assume the area of effect is beyond my running speed. It's true. There's no big hero moment here. You run or you die. You don't know what you're asking us to do. I need you to trust me. I think there's a way I can get this thing under control, but I can't do it with you in my ear the whole time. And I can't be thinking about you or worried about you. I need you to run, so I can think. Warning, the facility will self-destruct in 8 minutes. You and Callum stare at each other as Vivian's fingers desperately clack over the computer keys. We'll lose the evidence. And Rowan's body. Yeah, and your lives, if you don't get your butts the hell out of there. Does this mean we are deactivating? What? I glance towards the doors leading back out to the snowy, desolate landscape. All around you, the metal of the facility creaks and groans as the blast builds. What are you thinking? We survive. So we can tell the world. We can warn them. There's still time. We might not make it. We have to try. The facility will self-destruct in 6 minutes. You take your hand in his, jaw set, eyes bright. You grip his fingers tight as if the determination alone can keep you tethered. Stop talking and go! You flee, rushing to the next room as the alarm blares behind you. The robotic machines flicker and spark as power reroutes to the reactor. If I can just contain it somehow, override the physical security. Warning, facility will self-destruct in 5 minutes. You rush from room to room, tripping over the frames of the robots you've defeated. I hope to not to confront this again, my siblings. Run, man. Mourn later, buddy. Almost there. You reach the final set of doors as the facility rumbles around you. Already you can feel the cold wind on your face. Taste the relief on your tongue. We're gonna make it. But the ground heaves beneath you as metal beam crashes into the outer doors. You and Callum skid to a stop, panning. No! We're cut off. We didn't get this far to stop now. You rush forward to lift the beam as Callum smothers a cough. We need to lift. You strain, pulling the beam with all of your might. Come on! Let me assist! Barty leaps into action, hydraulics in their arms hissing as they strain alongside you to lift the beam. Try harder! Callum steps forward and places a tender hand on your arm. Elliot, it's too heavy. Sweat trickles down your brow as his words sink in. Slowly, you raise a hand near calm. Vivian, we're cut off. We're not going to be able to meet you. Yes, you are! Elliot's right. There's no path forward. We're trapped. You cough around the tightness in your chest. You and Callum slide to the floor, your arms wrapped around each other. He shakes as the countdown nears its end. Are you giving up? You better not be giving up. We're still in this. Vivian, it's been an honor to have been your friend. You're phenomenal. I never thought a civilian would make a Phantom agent eat her hat as often as you have. We have so many more years for me to make a fool out of you, both of you. It's okay, Vivian, we're done. We've done what we could. She sniffs and then stops responding. The static hush in your ear, Callum's hand cups your cheek and he wipes a drop of blood from your lip. Well, looks like this is it, Jones. At least we're not, at least we're going out with some style. I had always hoped my death would be more quick and painless variety. Oh, it'll be painless, you know, you'll be just dust in about a flash of a second, actually. An agent rarely gets to choose how they go. He smiles weakly at you, his thumb shaking against your cheekbone. The metal walls hiss and groan as you take one last long look into his eyes. That's where you're wrong. I have one choice left. Knowing you only have precious seconds left, you and Callum fall into one another. Elliot. His lips press, your lips rest to his, and desperate, crushing kiss, trying to convey everything you don't have time to say out loud. Oh dear, how sad. You hold on to one another, tightly, brutally. At least we have each other. You lean your forehead against Callum and wait for the countdown to drop to 1. But the end never comes. The alarm cuts off, and the robotic announcement stutters to a stop. Sprinklers turn on, dousing the flames to disperse the smoke. Huh? What happened? Vivian happened. Me, I happened. You're welcome, jerks. Oh, I love you too. A smile slowly spreads across your face, and Callum mirrors it. Hooray! Hooray! The day is saved! You're all welcome. Vivian, how? It was no big. I rerouted the power to the blast doors above the nuclear reactor. That worked. Well, it either worked, or I gave you enough time to find out. Let me see if I can find a way to untrap you. Please, I want to go home. You hesitate, not entirely sure what home means anymore. You turn to Callum and he smiles and holds out a hand to you. Home, then. Through the heavy metal doors, you can hear the welcoming approach of a borrowed stealth jet. You take Callum's hand in yours, ready for rescue. Oh, God. That's not how nuclear fusion or any of that works. At all. That's not how a bomb works. At all. Just the science in me is just... We had taught this talk last chapter. Several days later, you and Callum return to Gaia HQ. You know, I truly didn't think I'd be coming back here again, or at least not without the handcuffs. Stopping a global cyber attack and a nuclear explosion as a way of boosting one's reputation. Well, when you put it like that... And Callum approached the director's office, June sheepishly looking up from her desk. Agent Jones, Agent Graham, sorry, but the director isn't ready to see us yet. June quirks an eyebrow at you and cracks a smile. Catching on no tricks, I see. Take a seat. Shouldn't be long. Unless you care to take a stab at the shooting range again, Jones. I think round 2 will have to wait for another day. As you and Callum take seats nearby, June calls out. Oh, and agents, welcome back. We'll have you to thank for saving the world again. As you wait, a few agents pass through. They glance towards you and Callum, whispering to each other. If I hadn't let Jones go, we'd all be dead. You're like a hero. The director should give you a Medal of Honor or something. You must be enjoying this, Jones. I am loving the attention. Just wish people got their story straight. Could go without all the staring. Yeah, no, I go without saying. I don't give a shit about the story. Do you think that they were Gaia agents with how obvious they're being with their whispers? That's why we're fandoms and they're analysts. You take a deep sigh and slump against the chair. Still doesn't change what happened. Marvin's gonna chew me out. You think so? Even after everything? Saving the world doesn't change the fact that I went rogue. Well, if it helps, we're in the same boat. I don't want you getting in this trouble for my messes. I'm your partner. Your problems are our problems. No matter what, I'll be beside you the whole time. You share a smile with Callum, just as June calls out from her desk. The director is ready to see you now. Callum stands and extends his hand to you. Together, partner. Till the end. Your heart beats faster with every step towards the director's desk. He barely glances up from his computer as you enter. Jones Gray, please take a seat. And Callum wordlessly obeys, sitting in the chairs across from his desk. He turns his attention to the two of you, steepling his fingers. So not only one, but two of my top agents went rogue and decided to take on the architect by themselves. Sir, that is correct. There's no use denying it. What do you have to say for yourselves? You're welcome? Yeah, I'll go with that. You're welcome. All I have to say is... Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. You're welcome. Excuse me? I'm still waiting for that formal apology, sir, but I know snail mail can be sluggish. You relax in the chairs, the director Neogen's eyes narrow at you. Enough with the charade. You and I both know that I was more useful out in the field taking down the architect, so that's what I did. And you, Agent Gray, do you feel the same? Perhaps not how I would have phrased it, but yes, I stand by my partner. Marvin takes another long look at the two of you, his mouth a hard line, betraying nothing. Good. Oh, wait. I'm gonna need you to repeat that. It almost sounded like you said... Your ears are not betraying you, Jones. I'm glad you went rogue. In fact, I'm banking on it. That goes for both of you. Thank you for not disappointing me. I'm still confused here. How? What? Allow me to explain. It's not easy being the director of Gaia. The job is full of more politics than you'd believe. Even I have people to answer to. Until I prove that I can live up to the legacy of my predecessor, I cannot take the same liberties. The director sits back in his chair, smiling smugly. Gaia's board wanted you in custody. They said I didn't have the experience yet to supersede them. So, I made sure to place you somewhere that would be easy to escape from. You call the top of Gaia HQ easy to escape from? You're sitting here, no. I knew Miss Lopez would devise a way to get you out. Vivian will appreciate hearing that. I suspected that Agent Gray would go after you, so I made no move to stop him from doing so. Well, that surprises me. So considering the pressure from the top, it wasn't easy, as I'm sure you can attest to. Many agents were determined to stop the breakout, but some things are worth the challenge. Director, you really thought of everything. You don't get to my position without planning several moves ahead. Except you didn't stop the architect. I hope you don't lose your job for it. On the contrary, I believe it's secured my position here for a long time. I just don't expect to get away with this much every mission. We'll see about that. Habits are hard to break and all. Marvin sighs and nods and puts his hand flat on the desk. Well, in any case, everything's worked out. The architect has been neutralized. The world is regaining stability. I'd say you'd more than earned some time off. A celebration, even. Now you're talking my language. What do you have in mind? On behalf of all the lives you've saved, allow me to extend Gaia's yacht for you to enjoy with your team. After all, I think you deserve a toast to a job well done. I don't mind a chance to relax a bit, go for a swim, even. Really? Celebrate with the team. Surprised we even have to pay for this, but you know. Phenomenal. We'll get everything prepared on our end. And the two of you rest up until then. We'll let you know when it's ready. And Callum had out Marvin, murmuring under his breath as you do. Balloons no too tacky. Champagne, though. When the director sends you to an address later that night, you and Callum arrive in style. An extravagant yacht floats on the moonlit water of the lake. Ooh, Guy has been holding out on us. Did he rent this just for us? Yes. There are my agents. Job well done. You see the director leaning against the railing of the yacht, beckoning you and Callum to come on board. On the deck, you see the rest of the Phantom team. It's a tough job. I thought we all deserved a little reward. For what? None of you did shit. Two servers come up to you and Callum, carrying a tray of champagne glasses and another tray of hors d'oeuvres. Bon appetit. Little rewards, indeed. Callum eagerly takes a deviled egg and pops it in his mouth, chewing happily. For my part, I'm going straight for alcohol. You smile and take a glass of champagne off the tray. Taking a sip, you hum in delight at the crisp taste and the gentle bubbles. Oh yeah, that hits the spot. A pair of arms suddenly grabs you and Callum from behind, squeezing you together in a tight hug. Oh yeah, the gang's all here. Vivian! You managed to sneak up on us. Impressive. After running support on all these missions, it'd be weird if I didn't pick up some spy skills, right? I thought you'd be eager to get back to your guild. Look, the game wouldn't even exist anymore without the two of you. The gal's gotta show some gratitude for the heroes of the hour. Agents, good evening. Arado, you sly fox, they flew you out too? Your director seemed to think it was appropriate for the occasion. He also mentions wanting to smooth things over with the Japanese intelligence. Ah, but we were very smooth, thanks to you. Elliot's right. We couldn't have escaped Japan if it hadn't been for you. A whirring of gears and mechanical steps draw your attention across the deck, where Barty approaches. May I formally introduce Barty, the reformed robot? My sensors are delighted upon recognizing your facial patterns once again, Elliot Jones. Barty, you're all spiffed up. Thanks to Vivian's efforts, my gears are in optimal condition. I don't hear a single squeak. Impressive, after all the guard bashing you did. As you laugh, June crashes in your arm, her champagne spilling all over her glass and onto the deck. Oh, you're all just in time. We're starting a round of blackjack. We're going to destroy Marvin. Well, I'd love to see that. I'm in. Callum? I've had enough gambling to last a lifetime. You enjoy yourself. I'm going to take in the view. Callum strides off, but not without a wink, as if beckoning you to come find him later. You join Marvin and June at a nearby table strewn with cards. I should like to go up against Agent Jones again. This time we may find our abilities on even footing. Oh, you're welcome to try. Requesting permission to participate. Oh, no, that's unfair. You know how to play cards? Oh, no, I thought we were gonna, the whole martial arts thing. Never mind. While Vivian was working on repair, she added a few extra programs to my SSD. You run on just an SSD? That's kind of shitty. We need to get you an M.2 drive. The more people I can beat, the better. Marvin watches June as he expertly shuffles and deals out the cards. Don't get ahead of yourself, June. You know what they say about blind confidence. Mind your own business and deal already, Marv. I'm glad you could take some time off to join us, Director. Please, just Marvin tonight. Oh, I've been waiting weeks for that. Now that the mission is over, what are Gaia's next steps? Oh my god. Listen, there's no shop talk or chop talk or whatever the hell it is. We're here to play video games and whatever else they have here. I'm serious, shut up! Well, we're going to try to mitigate the fallout caused by the architect's schemes. If the architect himself is dead, at least there's no trial to handle, but he left a stain on the world, and it will take time for us to recover. Arado, setting his cards, gives a terse nod. My country is still recovering from the outage in Tokyo, but I feel confident in our ability. From what I hear, you seem to have abilities of a phantom agent yourself, Mr. Tanaka. We may have talked you up a bit. The director slips a card to Harato, who picks it up with a barely suppressed grin. Perhaps it is time for a career change. Thank you, Director. June suddenly flings her cards down, revealing a 15. Hit me, Marv. Unbothered, the director obediently deals her a card, which brings her to a total of 23. Damn it! I tried to warn you. Glance down at your own cards, finding a jack and a 7. 17, June's out. Should I risk getting closer to 21 or stay where I am? I'll stay. You place your cards on the table and lean back in your chair. I think I have a pretty good score. The director looks expectantly at Harato, who smirks at you. As Americans say, read 'em and weep. He turns over his cards for a score of 19. Damn. Shame on me for not taking a risk. Please deal another card, though I would very much appreciate not being hit. Your card, good robot. Alas, I have surpassed the limit of 21. I will ask Vivian to recalibrate my risk assessment protocol. Please don't. We don't want you to get too good at this. It's close, but not close enough. Director grins, revealing a hand of 20. Damn, I guess the house does always win. You play 40 more rounds, increasingly amused as June attempts to regain her dignity, then notice Vivian by herself near the bow of the ship, hunched over something. What sort of mischief are you getting into now? Oh, just some laser upgrades for Nelly 2.0? Lasers, is that safe? Of course it's not safe, Elliot. It's a laser. Besides, I have to up my game. My boss offered me a job as a lead of Gaia's technology department, designing the best of the best for Phantoms. Is that what you want? I don't know, it's kind of scary, the thought of having to deal with another big doomsday scenario. The stakes in video games are a lot less real. Bullshit. That's a lie. Vivian, you've already proven you're made for this. As for a doomsday scenario, while I can't promise there won't be any more of those, you managed to keep your cool like a pro. Oh, trust me, I was freaking out on the inside. I'm not gonna lie, I would feel a lot safer out there in the field knowing you were backing me up. Maybe it's selfish of me, but I would love for you to be a permanent Gaia employee. Vivian chews on her lower lip, eyes still glued on her tinkering. Even though I'm exhausted and I also feel proud or, like, accomplished, you should feel very proud. She blushes a little, rubbing the back of her neck. No harm in taking some time to think about it, but if you do stay on it, maybe I'll try out that game of yours sometime. Seriously, you would make an amazing rogue. All those sneaky moves. I said maybe. Have you seen Callum, by the way? You're so predictable. He's over there at the stern. That's the back for you landlubbers. Yes, and the bow is the front of the ship. And I'm a landlubber, thank you. You follow Vivian's eyes and see a lean figure standing alone near the water's edge. If I catch you two getting too frisky, I might have to do some target practice with these lasers. Roger that. Top inventor of Gaia. What's this? Looking for an escape route? Not very used to being the center of attention like this. We've spent so much time blending in, it feels like I'm fish out of water. Callum, you've earned this, and after everything you've gone through, you deserve to enjoy yourself. What if it's not a party I want for my celebration? What more could you possibly desire? You trails a finger along your forearm, smiling suggestively. How about that? How about we, get that fish back in the water? What exactly are you suggesting? Oh, for someone who all they do is hit on people, you would think you would take a hint. Laughing, Callum peels off his clothes, revealing the swimsuit underneath. What? Didn't you bring your suit? A Phantom agent always comes prepared. Damn. Here's hoping I was caught you by surprise. Not in the mood to skinny dip. More like not in the mood for Marvin to see me in my birthday suit. Callum's artful form hardly makes a splash as he dives into the water. You step out of your clothing as he swipes the water from his face. Don't make me wait. Improve on his dive. You take a deep breath, priming your form. With a few steps and a leap, you somersault in the air and dive in arms first. When you break the surface, Callum is grinning. I didn't realize this was a competition. Impressed? More like I want a chance to prove myself, but I'm at a bit of a disadvantage going first. Ah, but you like to watch. Even if I have the skills, you have the looks. Where are you hoping this flattery will get you? You reach out and take Callum by the hip, pulling him towards you. Is there another reason you wanted to be alone? Maybe. You smile briefly before your lips meet, the kiss hot and slow as you savor every second of it. Your legs tread water as your bodies press together, the contrast of cold and hot sparking along your body. Luring me out here like a siren. I'm on to you, Gray. Hey, it worked. Has anyone seen Elliot and Callum? Up on the deck, you hear someone calling for you. And Callum, you both laugh and dive underwater. For some of our top agents, you two aren't very sneaky. Weren't trying to be. Care for a swim, Director? I'm not really dressed to... Come on, Marv, how often do we all get to just let loose? June runs towards the edge of the ship and tackles the Director around the waist. They tumble to the water below. Wowza, that's cold! June! Woohoo! Nelly, fish me out if I can't keep myself afloat, okay? I suppose I can't be the only odd man out. This is the perfect opportunity to test my submersive capabilities. Wait, Barty, I don't think we've fully tested your waterproof... Geronimo! I believe that is the correct idiom, yes? Barty leaps into the water. Upon impact, inflatable pockets sprout from their arms, keeping them afloat. Idiot, why don't you give us a speech while we're all floating? Here in the water. Why not? I'll have Nellie come bring down the glasses of champagne for everyone. Yes, speech, 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 speech. You pluck a flute of champagne balanced on the top of the newly stocked Nelly 2.0. You wait until the drone makes its rounds, delivering glasses to everyone before you begin. Listen, we only have like 4 agents in this company, apparently. 5 if you count Vivian. Well, here we are, safe and sound after a job all done. A job that wouldn't have been possible without the backing and support of people assembled here today. You nod to Gerardo. Less than 6 if he takes the job, including the friends we've made along the way. Hear, hear. Not to mention a true friend of ours, a metallic nature. Nelly 2.0 and I are both grateful to be counted as friends, despite our lack of carbon-based musculature. You lift a glass to Vivian, whose eyes widen. Most of this wouldn't have been possible without Vivian Lopez, hacker and inventor extraordinaire. The team claps while Vivian hides behind her hands. Elliot, stop! And of course, Agent Callum Gray, without whom I'd be lost. As your voice goes quiet, Callum's eyes shine with emotion. Elliot... You lift your glass again, and everyone copies the movement. Let's make a toast to... friendship. It may sound corny, but I truly believe it's the strongest force in the world. And without it, none of us would be standing here today. So, thank you, everyone, for your friendship and support. The small crowd cheers and toasts. After you take a small sip, you turn to Callum, who smiles in approval. Yeah, that was pretty corny, but well said. To us. To all of us. You clink your glasses against his, grateful for his strength, consistency, and of course, great abs. Yeah, okay. Between assisting Gaia with the aftermath of the architect's machinations and resting up from your harrowing experience, You find yourself thinking of one final mission you have to complete. You head to the cemetery, where one day you two will be buried, following the stone paths until you find the grave you're looking for. Hi, Rowan. As you stare at his headstone, you fight the images of his cold, lifeless body, first in Greece and then on the architect's floor. You lower yourself to the ground, tears pricking your eyes. We knew the life of a Phantom agent was dangerous. It was always clear either one of us was just a breath away from death. Your tongue feels heavy and dry in your mouth. You clear your throat and force your words out. But I never thought to experience it. Or at least I'd hope to go before you. This is... Your chest tightens, you take a deep breath, gathering your words. Rowan, I forgive you. I know you better than you think, believe it or not, and understand what you were fighting for. Methods a little unpolished. Honestly, you should background check your benefactors going forward. Silence that follows your easy humor reminds you that you will never again be able to hear his laughter. The architect tricked you, used you. We can't blame ourselves for what the other people do, not entirely. For a moment, you simply sit there, feeling the breeze on your face and listening to the distant bird song. I can't keep living in the past. I can't change what happened. I don't know if I can ever truly let you go, but... You reach into your pocket and draw out his necklace. It feels heavier in your hand than usual. But maybe that's the best thing I can do. For both of us. You lean forward and gently place the necklace at the base of the headstone. I'm gonna do everything I can to make the world a better place. You stand up, staring at the necklace glinting under his name. Thank you. For everything. You turn away and walk back down the path and catch sight of a familiar figure at the gates. Elliot, were you able to find some peace? He slips his hands into his pockets, watching you with a gentle gaze. You find you don't have to force your smile as you answer. Don't tell me you trailed me here. You can take the Phantom out of the HQ, but... The corner of his lip quirks up. He studies you a moment, then turns to the cemetery gates. Come on, let's take a walk. You and Callum walk side by side together through the streets, going no direction in particular. The warm air's welcome balm after your time in the frigid north. We've come a long way, haven't we? Is that surprise I hear? I hope by now I've proven we're equally capable Phantoms. Equally, I'm not sure I agree with that. His mischievous, sidelong gaze draws a laugh out of you. I suppose we'll have to find new things to bicker about, now that we have some respect for each other. Callum turns to you, his eyes earnest. If you'd asked me that first day we were assigned to each other how I felt about it, I'd say I was already exhausted by the idea. I believe I called it a glorified babysitting job with less competitive pay. Ouch. But now I see how wrong I was. I can't imagine anyone else standing by my side, or a more dedicated partner. You swallow around the lump growing in your throat. I know what you mean. And maybe it was a bit of a babysitting job. I thought I didn't need another partner. I was fine on my own. But I realize now I may have been wrong for the first time in my life. It's not very common, but I can admit when I've made a mistake. You're so humble about it. It didn't take me long to realize that getting babysat was actually a gift. I was still grieving for Rowan. I didn't want anyone or anything to get in the way of that. You showed me I work better with a partner. I always have. Callum chews on his lower lip, gaze dropping. There's no surety that Marvin will keep us on as partners, though. We were put together for a specific reason. At the end of the day, the mission is over. Our partnership could be over, too. It's not about the job, Elliot. There's something else I wanted to talk to you about. You turn to face him completely, giving him all of your attention. You're finally gonna admit you're in love with me, aren't you? Wow. One of us had to do it first, just listen for once. When we first met, I only wanted to do my job and move on, but you showed me how to find the joy in what we did. You encouraged me to let go and find what I really wanted. He takes your hand, sincerity and warmth in his eyes, and I can't hide this anymore. Elliot, I know we've tried to keep things separate, casual, no feelings, but I want to be with you. I want your laugh, your ridiculous jokes, your insight, your attention. I want all of it. Callum. I'll respect whatever you decide, but I'm done pretending. You watch him for a moment, reflecting on your time together, how close the two of you have become. Callum, I want to really commit to this. You bring his hand up to your lips, kissing his knuckles. Callum's mouth parts as he drinks you in with new eyes. You're stubborn, determined, capable. You're a little rough with your sarcasm delivery, though it is improving, by the way. You think I have the weird sense of humor? But I can't stop thinking about you. About how you're the person I want to see the first thing in the morning. You're the person I want to come home to. The smile dims a little, and he glances in the direction of the cemetery. Are you sure? In the answer, you take his chin with your fingers and bring your mouths together in a slow, sensual kiss. His scent lingers on the air. I'm sure. The two of you fall into each other, the kiss deepening to something that heats you from the inside out, putting you at ease, even as it ignites a fire of longing. You know, my apartment isn't far. Are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting? I say we've more than earned it. He steps into your embrace, his arms snaking around your waist and pulling you flush against his body. His lips flutter along your throat, the tip of his nose brushing against your jaw. I haven't been able to stop thinking about the possibilities, how much time we have to really explore. You consider the offer, warmth spreading through your veins at the idea. Eat things up with Callum. Yes, but my diamonds! They're at 747, fam. Really? No, but seriously, we know where Pixelberry's gonna take this, so... It's been a long time. Too long. As much as I enjoy Gaia's burnt coffee. There's nothing like sleeping in your own bed, is there? You took the words right out of my mouth. You squeeze his hand. Callum swallows, meeting your eyes with something warm and vulnerable in his. I love you. The words are spoken gently yet firmly, full of the same fondness you find in Callum's face when he looks at you. Oh. Your heart starts to race as you process his declaration. Callum... I'm a person who builds love differently than everybody else. Something you, if you haven't come to know me yet, you should really inquire about sometime. You do? Is that really such a surprise? You reach up to close Callum's dropped jaw and then kiss him gently. Yes, I love you, Callum Gray. Blinking back tears, Callum smiles widely and nuzzles in you, holding you close, and you hold him back tight. I'm so happy, Elliot. You laugh softly and run a hand along his cheek. That makes two of us. But before you can part ways, both of your phones go off. Oh. You each take your phones out, reading the same message on your screens. Phantoms come in ASAP. Sounds like Wee's got a new mission for us. The two of you look up from your phones, a slow, excited smile creeps across your face, and Callum mirrors it with one of his own. Looks like we're not done just yet. Ready for a new adventure partner? Always. Side by side, you and Callum had to make your way back to the Gaia HQ, prepared to save the world again. Thanks for playing, taking down the Architect. We hope you enjoyed Elliot and Kellum's jet-setting adventure to save the world. We know that there's not going to be a book 2. Let's not bullshit. You know damn well. Okay, you know damn well. I have something to say here in just a moment, so before we get to that, please consider sticking around. But if you did enjoy what I do, because I am the only channel on literally the face of the earth that does exactly what I do. Reading it to you, doing voices, giving you a little bit of commentary, trying to make you laugh, and also bringing a little sage wisdom here or there throughout the years. I am literally the only channel who reads this stuff, let alone does all that too. So if you do enjoy, please remember to like and share the video, but also the channel. There's 3,800 videos on this channel. If you go and you check a lot of other content creators on the platform, let alone the world, some of the biggest names in content creation just have a little bit more than me. They don't have many videos, and I've been in this game for quite a long time. Yeah, consider, sharing, getting our channel out there, because only you can really, make us a bigger community. No joke. So also, if you want to help support the channel or come hang out with us or whatnot, down in the description of the video, there are plenty of cool links, plenty of ways to communicate, plenty of ways to support the channel, support me, and things like that, especially if you appreciate the content and want to give back in any way whatsoever besides the sharing of this channel. And it's always appreciated, no matter what you do, but especially, one of any of those things. So with that being said, Guinevere is a book that I'd say it's middle, right? It's kind of beginning / middle. We're up to chapter 9. I'd say they'll probably end by about chapter 18 to 20. So that's about 2 months. And I look at the date today, and it's the 14th of December. And what's happening here in the next month. This may be the very last book that I do from start to finish. Official new release, let's put it that way. I am going to try and work on the other 2 that I have fell behind on. That is something that's been out for a while, Slow Burn and the other one, but I'm going to be working on those. Anything can happen, right? Anything can happen. You guys, this is why I say life is fleeting. This is my message to you. It has been an honor and a privilege to do these videos when they come out, and for you to enjoy them. Really, truly. I am glad that I was able to bring you enjoyment in your lives for however long you may have enjoyed my content. And my content will always be here to stay, even if I'm not. So do keep that in mind. Pretty much, this is my words of wisdom to you. Like I said, I try and do this too. Live each day like it's your last, because it may very well be. Tonight you may go out and you yourself, something may happen to you, someone you love, me, really anybody. Life is very fleeting. There's no definite expiration date. While there's some people who may live to 90, 100 years old, unfortunately some of us don't even live to be a couple years old. Not even kidding. There are some people who are not even born into this world. Their lives are expediently short. So enjoy the time you have, right? Make today better than yesterday, and make tomorrow better than today. Be nice to one another, okay? I hope this isn't my last book with each and every one of you. I really hope it's not. But if it is, thank you. Thank you so very much. Each and every one of you. There's been some times I've wanted to give up along the way, especially with choices writing. I have to insert humor into this tense situation to diffuse it. Seriously though, There's times where, you know, choices, the writing is not so great. I try and make it a little bit better. I try and add commentary or humor or whatnot, but I know it's tough for some of you. But there's a lot of other things that I do on this channel as well. So it isn't just choices I cover. And it's without you, each and every one of you that watches my videos, I am just a voice in a void. You are what guides me. You are what has kept me going, literally and figuratively. And, you know, while some of you may think that you needed me, I have needed you just as much, if not more, in some cases, and some days. This is my outlet. This is my way of basically getting up every single day and saying, I have a reason to go today. Not even kidding. You, each and every one of you, are my beacon of light. And I'm glad throughout the years that I've helped each and every one of you that has come to me, that has willingly talked to me, and I'm glad that I could be there for some of you. And I continue to have that open door policy. If anyone ever needs me, for whatever reason, just to get your minds off of something or whatnot, I'm glad that you can turn to me, this channel, this community, for that. And that is literally the reason why I made this channel. This is the reason why I made this community. You know, you can't be a captain of a ship without your crew. And each and every one of you is a part of this family, this crew that we have here. And you really, truly mean a lot to me. So, once again, thank you. And hopefully we ring in the new year together. But we also, you know, continue to do it, right? As I've said in the past, Wakoni Yaquin, some of you had asked what it meant, and it means that we have parted 100 times, and may we part to rejoin 100 more. And so hopefully we are able to do that. So once again, thank you all. I love your beautiful faces. And here's hoping, you know, 2023 isn't the end, right? To many more adventures. Peace out.